afternoon, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity, VAR India. So, I was keenly listening to Major General Arya's presentation, wherein he said they are doing some 30 lakh camera productions per month, and the intention is to move to 60 lakh, right? So, with 2,000 employees that they do this 30 lakh cameras, is he going to double up the number of employees to get 60 to 60,000? No, right? What he needs is some kind of automation where the machine doesn't go idle, it does not wait for humans to feed the data or instructions to him, and that is with every other company. They are looking for growth in the market to be ahead of their competition, and they really require to transform their infrastructure because every business today is dependent on IT infra. Unless they transform their infrastructure, it is very difficult to expand and grow the business as well. Growth is something that everyone is looking for. Without the growth, the competition will catch up and the company will stay behind, right? But at the same time, they are also looking to mitigate the risk. They don't want to make too many changes at the same time, which may become a risky thing for their business, but at the same time, they have an intention to grow in the market. So it's a catch situation wherein you want to grow, but you want to be cautious as well. The constraints that people face in this endeavor to grow, the first thing is the budget. Today, budget is the problem with every organization. They want to do more with less budget, but want to do it more effectively and efficiently as well. The second thing which Major General Arya also mentioned was skilling of their employees. Like he said, it was very easy for any small person who was working in CCTV or cable TV kind of business. He is now able to install a CCTV without much of a training or those things, right? So within a couple of months or 1 month, he is ready and expert in installing CCTV. Same is the case with IT infra. With advancement in IT infrastructure, people don't want their employees to be stuck in the old technology. At the same time, they don't want that their employees should be having a large learning curve to be able to get there, right? And then everyone wants it very fast. The time is a big constraint with everyone. They want to do more in less time. That's where partners, channel partners like you comes into the picture along with the OEMs like us, wherein it used to be just two places where infrastructure used to run. It was either on-prem or it was on the cloud. But today things have drastically changed. Now there are so many other locations where people want to run their infrastructure or they want to run their workload. There would be a lot of SaaS applications that they would be using. There would be branch offices, there would be robo offices and whatnot, right? So things are also becoming complex as they are becoming advanced, right? That's where is the opportunity for channel partners like you to pitch in the technology as well as your services so that a customer gets a smoother experience, and this is what they are looking for without much pain in terms of their employees having to learn a lot, as well as reducing the risk wherein they don't have to drastically change the IT landscape from what they are doing today. If you ask a CIO, what is the best place for their workload to run? Lot of them would say, I want to run it at all the places. It would be robo, it could be a service provider, it could be a hyperscaler. But is the application today ready to run anywhere? You have to do modifications in your application for which was running on-prem. Now you want to run it on a public cloud. It has to be repurposed, right? Moreover, a workload is not optimal to be placed 100% of the time at one place. It needs to move to from one place to another. Probably during the peak time, you may put the workload on the public cloud, but keeping it there for long will cost you more money. You would want that workload to move back to on-prem during the lean times, right? So for all those things, the tools available today are not enough. They are either too slow, or they are very complicated, or they are very expensive. That's where Nutanix comes in, along with the channel partners like you, wherein our forte is we provide a common operating system, the infrastructure operating system, across all of the places that we saw earlier. So imagine same infrastructure operating system running on-prem, same is running on a service provider cloud, same is running on a hyperscaler and your branch office and your robo office and whatnot. Now you want to move your workload, it is just a click of a mouse. With a click of the mouse, you are moving your workload whenever you want, wherever you want, very, very easily. That's where it's important that channel partners like you come and position such a solution wherein a customer gets peace of mind. He does not have their employees to learn a lot of things. The same management console that they use daily, it is now able to manage their on-prem or their public cloud or their robo sites. Everything can be managed sitting at one place and with a single management console. So with Nutanix, what they are able to achieve is they are able to run any workload that they have. It could be databases, it could be AI ML, it could be GPTs, any kind of workloads. They can run anywhere. It could be public cloud in their private data center or a service provider data center. Because we provide a single management console and we provide a single infrastructure operating system which works exactly same with all the places. We have some customers wherein they want to move to public cloud, they want to move to hyperscalers, but then their application has become so vast and complicated that it is impossible for them to repurpose so that it can run better on the public cloud. With our solution, we have a tie-up with the hyperscalers, especially Azure and AWS, wherein we take their bare metal servers and we run Nutanix operating system on them. So the same operating system which is running on-prem is running on the public cloud as well. Your application without any repurposing can directly be lift and shifted to the public cloud. So this is the power of having an operating system which can run anywhere. That's where our tagline is, you can run anywhere, right? Any question is there? Okay. So there is a research which happened and where 74% of the IT managers, they said they intend to run their workload at more than one places, right? So no one is now content with running their workload in one place because they know the workloads are very dynamic. There would be elastic workloads, there could be multiple kind of workload which needs to move the positions, right? And 94% of those 74% people, they said it will really help them if you get a single operating system, a single management console which will ease up their life. As per Gartner, around 750 million new applications will hit the market by 2026. Now this is a serious number of application. We haven't seen so many application in last 40 years which will be there in next 2 to 3 years, right? These applications will definitely generate data which has to be managed by IT administrators, right? Which has to be managed by your customers. 181 zettabytes of data will be produced. And this is every day, right? 181 zettabytes, which was not generated in last 40 years, will now be generated in every day. What happens is, as I said, workloads are dynamic. So by 2027, this was IDC study which said 85% of workload will not be at the optimal stage, wherein it should be like a workload should be running on public cloud, it is actually running on-prem and vice versa. So these kind of things, because once person deploy the workload, they don't care, where it is working, how it is working, should I move it to the other place for it to work optimally. All those things now needs to be automated so that there is minimal human interaction and it is maximum of machine learning and decision making by the machine as per the requirement. Having said that, 50% of this data is actually going to be generated on the edge, right? So like factories, they would have a lot of sensors. Those sensors will generate a tremendous amount of data that will be sent for analysis and all those stuff. Now, this brings us to another concept which says most of this data is going to be unstructured. These are not going to be like a database kind of things. This will be an unstructured data. And you require a mechanism to take care of your unstructured data. At Nutanix, we work with Nutanix Unified Storage, which is a software defined storage built on our HCI platform itself, which can provide you a scale out object storage, scale out NAS, as well as your volume services. So imagine a single platform running all your virtual machines and your applications and your database, as well as providing you all the capabilities of storing your unstructured data. Now that too using a single management console. So that is something our customers really love. We have more than 25,000 customers as we speak. If we talk about global 2,000 customers, more than 1,000 customers are our customers today. As I said, one unified platform to run all your workloads. Our NPS score is extremely high. If anyone can raise hand and tell me what is NPS, there is a reward for that. Net Promoter Score, exactly. So, sir, what's your name? Yeah, Bishwajit ji. So, yeah. So, Net Promoter Score is actually, it's like if a company sells a product to some customer, will that customer recommend the product to his peers or the others who are trying to buy it and take suggestions from him? The score varies from -100 to +100. If we talk about best of the best companies, the score would be around 40 to 50. Our score for the last 7 years has been consistently above 90, which is almost the near perfect score. So that is one thing which attracts our partners to sell Nutanix, because even for partners, a big thing is to have customer satisfaction after the selling. You can't just sell and run away. You have to have customers loving the product so that you can expand and get more customers out of that. So that is one thing that really gives the value to our partners and customers. Then the cost of ownership. So we have the tools available wherein you can engage our team and get the TCOs analysis and all, wherein our TCO comes out for the next 3 years or 5 years, it comes out to be much cheaper than what traditionally people have been buying. So in a nutshell, a customer could be at any stage in their journey of modernization. They could be modernizing on-prem, they could be extending to the public cloud, or they are born in the public cloud itself. Lot of recent technology companies, the latest companies, they are actually not worrying about having their own data center, they are completely on a public cloud. So, in a nutshell, wherever they are, whatever their plan is, Nutanix can help along with the partners like you. Just to give you a trust, we have a validated solution with thousands of OEM partners. When it comes to data protection, we have plethora of backup partners that we have partners with. We have something called Nutanix Mine. Nutanix Mine is our own purpose-built backup infrastructure, wherein the software and the device, disk-based device to be stored, comes together, and a customer does not have to bother about too many things. I got the message. So, if we talk about DR solution, we have like incredible DR solution. Lot of our customers, they use our DR solution to run say 15 days from the DR site and then bring everything back to the on-prem site. All of these things are so automated that we have created something like a playbook, and you just need to initiate the disaster, and then it will take care of failing over to the other side, and then whenever you want, it will come back to the primary side with least amount of RTO. About 3 years back, we came up with this strong partnership with HP. So HP servers along with Nutanix software, this has been a very good combination in the market for last 4 years. We recently have partnered with Cisco. So now Cisco is selling their hyper-converged infrastructure with Nutanix only. Their erstwhile product maybe is declining now, but their foremost HCI product is now Nutanix on the Cisco servers. If we talk about Red Hat, we have friends from Red Hat here. So Red Hat and Nutanix have been in a great partnership for some time now, about 3 years now, and Red Hat OpenShift is the preferred platform for Nutanix to run modern application, and similarly Nutanix with our own hypervisor called AHV is the preferred platform to run their operating system. Similarly, we have great partnership with Microsoft Azure as well as AWS. I'm just finishing it. When it comes to end user computing, we have great partnership with ACOPS as well as with Citrix. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is partners like you does not have to feel left out anywhere, because we have great partnerships with all the major players in this market, which would be partners to you all, and it will be very easy solution to pitch and play. Lot of GSI partnerships, and this is the crux, which is my single slide, which talks about all the Nutanix. This left side says the Nutanix infrastructure software. The right hand side is all the management of Nutanix infrastructure as well as your third party infrastructure, and then unified storage services we talked about. There is automation of databases that we do. So anyone can deploy a 4 rack RAC cluster or a SQL cluster or a MariaDB. Anything can be deployed within 15-20 minutes. Then end user computing we spoke about. So that's all from my side. Sorry to take 5 minutes more, but thank you so much.
That's perfectly fine.